Hi, I'm Rebecca Ryan. I'm a shamanic witch in Melbourne, Victoria, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to unlock your life's purpose. First of all, we start with a life. So we have a life force that runs through us, and there are a lot of philosophical suggestions that in fact our life purpose is what created us and brought us here. There's an Aboriginal teaching that you're on a song line, and no matter what you do you can never get off it. To understand what your life purpose is, I recommend first of all writing a question down. So actually pen and paper, write down a question, either how to find my life purpose, or how to make the most of my life right now, or what I want to be in this next 6 months or 12 months, whatever the correct question is for you. Might be a question about vocation, so how do I better express more of myself? It could be, what can I be doing to get more out of my life for me? So there's a variety of ways. Write some questions down to try and isolate really what you want, what you would like to see more of in yourself, and then put the question away. So that's the first step, to write a question or a couple of questions and then put it aside. So by putting it aside, you don't look at it again. In the writing of that question, you estimate some time, so it has a time frame on it. So this is a question which I'm going to work on for the next 4 months, or 4 weeks, or 2 weeks. However long seems kind of right to you, that's really very much up to you and how quickly you process things. So having written a question and put it away with a time limit on it, I recommend then that you spend maybe some time every day, if you can. If every day is impractical for you, then sometime every couple of days doing a meditation. And the meditation that I recommend is one that suits you. So your meditation might be walking around the block for 10 minutes every couple of days. You don't necessarily need to think about the question, because you have set the question to guide you to where the answer exists already in you. This meditation is just making yourself available to see what the blocks are, to understand the rationale that has always stopped you in the past, and also to push through it. Facing the rationale for why you don't do things might be, you have a question of, I think I would like to be more creative, but I'm not because I'm busy and the kids and I don't have the money, etc, etc, etc. You will have thought about this question before, obviously, and you will have a whole list of reasons of why it's impossible or how it is impractical. This meditation will move your body, so gardening, yoga, going for a walk, singing, playing piano, whatever you like to do for a little while, each day if you can, with the understanding that you will see your blocks will come up, and you will push through them regardless. By pushing through them regardless, it means that the question is more important than all the reasons that you've given yourself to say no. That's all this is. Then at the end of your 2 or 4 week period, 6 week, however long you gave yourself, you revisit the question with all of the new thinking that's come to mind, and you rewrite the question in a different form. So, for example, I want to be more creative. I think I'd like to study photography, or I'd like to open up my photography school. You then would revisit that question with more fresh responses, so less old ingrained patterns of how you've said no in the past, and you write the next logical question that follows that. So it's as if you are pretending that you are going to be brave, and by being brave you set this ball in motion. The real reason that we might struggle with our life purpose is because we are taught, for a myriad of ways, we're taught that we cannot have what we want. Sometimes this question needs to begin with, how can I have more of what I want in this area of my life? And you just keep doing this process of writing a more clear question or a next step question until you find yourself manifesting truly your fullness of expression. It's inevitable, in fact. If you can make yourself available to what your life purpose is, you will find that your life purpose is driving you. This process knocks out the reasons that you have already established for how you can't do it, by just very gently keeping on moving and moving and moving towards. It is truly the magic of manifesting as you as a creative person come more and more fully into a realised version of what your life purpose is. And I recommend it highly for anyone who has a question on vocation or love or money or anything about the construct of their life, because it addresses your power and how you are using your power on earth. So you get a lot of etheric, a lot of unconscious help when you start asking a good question like that. Thank you.